why it's important for consultants to understand how an organization functions is exactly the same of why it's really important for or not even just really important, essential for a doctor to understand anatomy. Is you have to understand how all the systems work together. Similarly, a mechanic. You wouldn't want a mechanic who didn't know how all those different pieces work together. You would be nervous to say, all right, please fix my radiator, but you don't know how the radiator interacts with all the other systems in the car. You want to know you want to work with somebody who knows how all the pieces work together. So there's several different levels that a consultant who wants to work in an organization needs to understand. One, it's at the highest level of how the different pieces of the organization affect organizational performance. So you need to understand that you have to have alignment between the business strategy and the process, the metrics, the HR people practices, leadership behavior, culture. All those pieces need to be aligned so that what the organization wants to achieve, they will achieve. So that's one level. But then you need to look at it at the performer level. So from a performer standpoint, there's a lot of things that affect a performer's ability to do their job. And one of the favorite things that a leader will ask you to do is to say, can you help deliver a training? And there's a lot of consultants who will say, well, yes, absolutely. But knowledge and skill is one of the very few reasons why employees can't perform. If they put a gun to their heads, they normally could. There's a whole bunch of other things that affect employee performance, such as what are the performance expectations, the performance measures. The other things that affect an employee's performance is the teamwork, the resources, the tools, the work environment, the rewards and consequences, their internal motivation, if they are a fit or not. There is a lot of things that affect an individual performance. So you need to understand all those variables so that if you're going to go in, first off, as a consultant, if you're going to go in and you don't know all of that, you're being borderline unethical because you don't know what you're messing with. So you go in and you just do a training, let's say, to employees about, how to, or to leaders on how to be a great leader. So you raise all this expectations for the employees, but you're not even thinking about what would it take to really get those leaders to perform at the different level. And different organizations need different types of leaders for different reasons. You have a very different type of leader who is running a call center versus a leader who's leading an R&D department who's trying to come up with the next great product. So you have to understand exactly what it is to create the performance that you want. And there's too many consultants who go in and they don't know. And it's not to say that they're bad consultants, but they just don't know what they don't know. So I would say that's the first thing that they need to understand is the organization at that level.